Hi, I'm Sarah Cheatham. I'm a junior biology major from Luling, Louisiana.
I'm Caitlin Trahan. I'm a junior biology major from Denham Springs, Louisiana.
When we signed up for dorms at ULM, they kind of made us do like a 5-question answer sheet. They asked you what kind of music you liked, what time you went to bed, how clean your room was, and I think the only thing we matched on was how clean our room was. And but we answered completely opposite, yet for some reason they matched us together.
Whenever I got our assignment letter in the mail of who I was going to be rooming with, I went on Facebook and Instagram and I looked her up and I messaged her and told her that we were going to be roommates. And then we ended up talking through text and doing a questionnaire thing to get to know each other. And it came up about me, whether or not I was religious and what denomination I was. And I kind of freaked out and got really nervous that she was going to hate me. So that was a little nerve-wracking in the beginning.
I grew up in the church, going to Vacation Bible School, running Vacation Bible School. I've always been a Christian and I've always known God. Of course, I've been closer with him sometimes than others. And going into college, I was pretty close with God, but the Wesley definitely made me grow closer to him.
Well, as a kid, we were religious and we went to church every now and then, whenever my mom was a single mom and whenever she got remarried and we moved to a new town, we kind of drifted further from the church, but they were still religious and we still believed. And but then once I started growing up and getting my own idea and my own mind about God and his presence in my life, I decided that I didn't really know him at all and I didn't believe that he was there. And then going into college, I still had that belief and I was really more agnostic than anything.
So we had been roommates our entire freshman year, and then we came back to be roommates again sophomore year. But Kate was going through a really tough time. She just lost her house in the flood, and I really didn't know how to help her with that situation. And it was kind of hard because I'd always had Christ to lean on in my life when things got tough, and she didn't have that. And I wanted to find a way to give that to her by not trying to forcibly convert her.
And I think that at the time I didn't really know what kind of help that I wanted. I knew I needed help because I was having so many problems and I was struggling a lot and I was slacking off in school, but because I never had that religious background and I felt like I didn't have anyone to lean on, and so she tried to help me find something to lean on and show me how she copes with things and copes with her struggles. Well, I remember one day I was having a really tough time and I was kind of just engulfed in my emotions and stuff, and we were having a conversation about how I was dealing with that, and she tried to tell me how she was dealing with that, and I remember getting really upset because I didn't understand how she could believe in the things that she believed. And I think really I was more angry at myself because I couldn't understand and couldn't get this grasp of these beliefs that other people had and how they dealt with everything, and I just felt really alone at the time, and it caused more tension between us.
And at that time I really didn't know how to answer the questions she asked me. I'd never really been confronted that much about my faith before, and so I really didn't have an answer for her that night. But the next day I decided that I had to say something, so I looked up a Bible verse and then I wrote her a letter with the Bible verse in it, and I put it on her bed, and I kept doing that every day for a couple of weeks, just to, I guess kind of show her that God is on her side, even if she can't see him there.
I think that her writing those letters, it was the first time that I really had this introduction to God and the Bible, and a in-depth introduction, and not just someone telling me what the Bible says, but what they think about what it says. And while she kept writing the letters and I was reading them and going back through the Bible and reading other things that she was talking about, it kind of got the wheels turning and my curiosity started to go further, and I wanted to learn more, and I wasn't really sure how to do that. And
I'd gone to the Wesley a little bit freshman year, and then I started going regularly sophomore year. And I invited Kate, of course, but she kind of had a crazy work schedule, so she didn't get to come with me often. But one day she did start coming.
Mm-hmm. I had gone to the Wesley once before, and this was a semester before, so I wasn't really into it at the time, and I didn't really care that much. I just wanted to see what it was about. But then once I started getting more curious and started going with Sarah, I started to make it more of a priority to learn about it.
I attended Wesley off and on, and the more I came here, and the more things I got involved in, like with Point Group and with going through the journey regularly, the more relationships I built. And I learned that I could be more open with people about my faith. So when it came to God, I wasn't, I guess, alone. It wasn't all on me. And having that community really helped me get through tough situations and realize that, it's not all on me all the time, and I have other people I can lean on.
I think since I opened my heart up to Jesus and invited him into my life, my mood's changed in such a drastic way, and I look at relationships with other people in a different way, and I tried to build relationships with people differently than I would have before. And I think that it wouldn't be this way if I had never met Sarah and I had never built that relationship with her the way that I did, despite our differences and our belief systems.
And now we're both part of the leadership team, and we're both part of the Wesley family, and we're growing in Christ every day. And if our relationship hadn't started before that none of that would have happened, and we're really thankful for that.